The year was 1519. In Europe, calendars marked the time. But in Mexico, the Aztecs followed their own calendar, more exact, more mysterious. Prophets warned that Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent god, would return from the east. And so, when Hernando Cortés arrived on ships like floating mountains, with sails bright as birds' wings, many believed the prophecy had come true. Moctezuma, ruler of 10 million subjects, hesitated. Was Cortés a god or a man? His hesitation was fatal. Cortés marched inland, sinking his own ships so retreat was impossible. With horses that shook the earth, with steel that gleamed, and with allies who hated Aztec rule, he advanced toward Tenochtitlan. The city dazzled the Spaniards. Canals like streets, markets filled with 60,000 people, gardens floating on lakes, palaces with fountains and zoos, more splendid than Madrid, cleaner than any city in Europe. Yet beneath the glory lay a terrible flaw, a religion demanding human sacrifice. The stones of the great temple were black with blood. Cortés seized Moctezuma, and war erupted. Guns thundered, smallpox spread, and the empire crumbled. Cuauhtémoc, the last Aztec ruler, surrendered, with grief in his voice. "I have done everything to save my kingdom. Take my life, for you have already destroyed my city and killed my people." And so, Tenochtitlan fell, reborn as Mexico City, Nueva España. Juan Ponce de León had sailed with Columbus, but he was tougher, hungrier for glory. On Puerto Rico he found gold, slaves, and land. Yet legends whispered of a fountain that could restore youth. In 1513, he set out to find it. Instead, he discovered Florida, a land of flowers. But when he returned to conquer it, poisoned arrows struck him down. The brave lion was buried, his dream of eternal youth unfulfilled. Another Spaniard, Francisco Pizarro, sought gold not in Florida, but in Peru. With only 180 men, 67 horses, and 3 booming guns, he faced the mighty Inca Empire. He captured their ruler, Atahualpa, and promised freedom if a room was filled with gold. The ransom was paid, a chamber glittering with treasures beyond imagination. But Pizarro betrayed his word. Atahualpa was killed, and the empire fell. The Spaniards melted the Incas' artistry. Golden alpacas, silver ornaments, jewels of exquisite craft, into bars of metal. A civilization's brilliance was lost forever. Spain grew rich, but history wept. Pizarro himself met a bloody end, slain by rivals, his conquest remembered as both daring and treacherous. While Spain grew rich on gold and silver, France dreamed of its own empire. In 1524, Giovanni da Verrazzano, an Italian sailing for France, explored the North American coast. He entered the harbour of what would one day be New York City, searching for a passage to Asia. But there was no Northwest Passage, only vast, new lands. Next came Jacques Cartier. He sailed 3 times to Canada, exploring Newfoundland and the St. Lawrence River. He brought back glittering stones he thought were gold, but they were only fool's gold, iron pyrites. France's search for treasure was proving elusive. Yet the French king was determined. Pirates and privateers prowled the Florida coast, hoping to intercept Spanish treasure ships riding the Gulf Stream. Florida became a battleground of ambition. In 1562, Jean Ribaut led French settlers, Huguenots, to carve out colonies in Florida and South Carolina. They dreamed of riches but found hunger, conflict, and hardship. Many perished, and survivors limped back to Europe with tales of America's promise. Later, Samuel de Champlain, the skilled sailor and mapmaker, founded Quebec in 1608. He envisioned a lasting French presence in North America, Champlain allied with the Algonquins and Hurons against the Iroquois, forging bonds that shaped centuries of conflict. His writings and maps captured the land's beauty, and his leadership gave France its foothold in the New World.